Hey y'all, it's your girl Chantel here with Chantel the Creator, and we got something to talk about. It's something that I'm not happy to talk about, but we gotta talk about this shit. Jussie Smollett and his lying mixed race ass. Should we forgive him? Should Hollywood forgive him? Will his ass ever work again? Let's talk about it. Now, me personally, I've been a huge fan of Jussie, Journey, all the siblings since they were on a show called All of Us. It was a spinoff of Full House. Journey was a friend of Michelle Tanner's on the show. And they got their spinoff, all six siblings, the mother, the father. The mother is white, the father is black. And I'm guessing, I guess they got the spinoff because there were no big mixed race families on television, not that I've seen. At that time, that's why I guess it was so memorable for me. They only got maybe 1 or 2 seasons, so the ratings I'm sure didn't do well. But for me, it just stuck with me. Never seen, a big mixed race family like that on television. So, knowing him from there, liking his role on Empire, I was a huge Empire fan, season 1, season 2. Haven't watched since then, but continue on to be a great fan of Jussie's and his activism from the black community and the gay community, and always just liked him personally. He just always gave me somebody that had so much respect and so much dignity, not about all this clout chasing shit, like the opposite of a Jason Lee and like a Milan Christopher, all those Love and Hip Hop queens. So I've always just respected him. So when all this came out, I gave him so much benefit of the doubt. Even when I seen so many red flags, even when my, tingly metal hat was going off like, something don't sound right about this story, I never questioned a word of it because it was from him. He wouldn't do this, not Jussie. And come to find out, he lying, that nigga lying, that little mixed nigga lying, okay? First off, first fuck up, you hire Haitians, I think they were Haitian or Nigerian, to portray MAGA supporters, and then you get two cock diesel, 6'4", 300 pounds, full steel muscle, and then you have a little scrape under the eye. Like, what part of the game is that? Both of them pounding down on you and not a busted lip, nothing, not a black eye, running nose, nothing. Cold ass Chicago nose ain't even running, you know what I'm saying? So that didn't sit well with me. On top of the whole 2 days after the attack, he did his first performance. So I was like, I don't know, that's right, getting out there, showing the people like, yeah, I got knocked down, but I ain't gonna stay down. Get up on the stage talking about he the gay Tupac, which I didn't understand. I'm like, gay Tupac? What the hell rapping got to do with what he got going on? And I looked into it, and which I didn't know too much about. Tupac was big in activism, and from his mother. So I'm like, oh, okay, but it just seemed like he was just enjoying the spotlight a little too much. And even still, did not want to go there, never made any assumptions about, is he lying or whatever, being that it's Jussie. I expect that once again from them loving hip hop queens, them Jason Lees and carrying on, them little lying, messy ass clout chicks and queens. So it's just really disheartening, and it took so much for me to even have the possibility that maybe he was lying come out in the back of my mind. And I don't think I even went there until the guys came out as being, African, and then they saying, it was all planned out. They did it a couple of times ahead of time. And second fuck up, how do you let the guys get off in an Uber? After the attack, they were put in an Uber. That's how the cops eventually found who they were, because they tracked down who was in the Uber. They went directly to the airport and left the country for 2 weeks, and the police waited for them to come back into the country. And that's when they got him, and then that's when they came and squealed and dry snitched and told everything. His social security number, they gave him everything on that damn lying Smollett ass, which I don't blame them. Like me in that situation, I couldn't say half I would keep it real, and they say, oh, never snitch, after being paid the money, agreeing, taking the money, and then when shit hit the fan, take the ticket and, take the time, or take the, the crime or whatever they say you're supposed to do when you, getting arrested and things of that nature. But $3,500, he didn't even pay the men enough. $3,500? Come on now. You couldn't give them a little more than that? Maybe they wouldn't have lied on you. I mean, squealed on your ass if you paid them more than that. I wouldn't go to jail for your ass either for $3,500 and you making $1.2 million a year. So, and they dry snitched. When I mean they dry snitched on his ass. I mean, the police had no clue that Jussie was a part of the first hoax that was sent to Fox News. It was the cut up letters, like, you know, the old school ransom notes where you go take the cut up magazines with the letters to make the words, and they grounded up some Tylenol and put Tylenol in the letter as if it was anthrax or Ebola or whatever the hell else. And it didn't go as planned. No one really cared down at the Fox. Nobody cared at the police station, and that's what caused Jussie to go to these guys and stage this whole thing. But the police, like I said, had no clue that that part also was a part of the Jussie hoax, and that's what they're saying could cause up to 10 years in jail, because doing that is under the lines of terroristic threats, which is like, damn. So if they don't get him on the line of police, making false police reports, they're gonna get him on that. Excuse me. So it's like, damn, you could have just went in there and just told about the damn hoax for the fist fight. Not that too. And that's what's gonna, actually, I feel is gonna get him to do some time. So it's like, god damn, Jussie. First fuck up, black guys. For MAGA supporters. Second fuck up, they went in a damn Uber after the attack. Everybody know Uber is traceable as all hell. Then the third mess up, the gosh darn guys squealed and squealed and squealed and squealed some more, which I don't blame them. $3,500, I ain't going down for that shit neither. Not when you making $1.2 million on that alone, and you also do music, appearances, tours, and every damn thing else, and come from a comfortable ass family. So it's terrible. Now Hollywood, will they forgive him? Should they forgive him? Will he work again? What could you actually see him doing in Hollywood that wouldn't distract from the story? I don't know what role he'll play. And I won't say, look at Jussie Smollett lying ass up there trying to be a damn cop. Jussie Smollett lying ass up there trying to be a damn school teacher, up there probably lying to the damn kids. So it's like, what could he do if Hollywood wanted to? I mean, him and Lee Daniels being close as they are, was wondering maybe if he keeps this relationship going with him, maybe he would put him on Star, put him on one of the movies he has coming up. He always has something going on. Would he still support him? I mean, should we still support him? Should we go down to the movies and walk down to the TV and turn on something that he's in just because, oh, Jussie's in this? Should we still support him after lying, getting us riled up, getting us out here like, oh my God, no, he didn't. And you just want a couple more dollars, Jussie? A couple more dollars, Jussie? So sad. But should he do jail time? I don't know. I feel like, yes, it was terrible. Yes, he wasted a lot of resources. I mean, there was a lot of cops doing things for his case that could have been looking for drug dealers, looking for murderers, looking for killers, rapists, or whatever else. But then it's like, I hate to do the whole them over there thing, but Chris Brown accusers, that's also the same exact thing, lying to police, making false release reports. That heifer ain't in jail, that little French hoe. That French hoe running around, probably ready to lie on the next nigga. Nelly's accuser found not to be accurate, and that hoe ain't nowhere in jail. All the permit patties, the whole parking lot, calling the police on black people, barbecuing, minding their business, licking their ribs and everything, and this bitch over here calling the cops on them and carrying on. None of them hoes went to jail, near one of them. So it's like, yes, I think it's terrible. Should he? I think there should be some kind of repercussions for what he did, because you lied. And then you didn't do a good lie, and then you got caught, so and you can't do that. So they need to make some kind of example for the next clout chasing ass celebrity to not go this far. I mean, we know these celebrities do the most, i.e. Kardashians. Like, to this day, I still don't believe Kim Kardashian's ass was really robbed in Paris, quiet as a cat. But we ain't going there. It ain't about the Kardashians today. So, should they make an example out of him? I don't know. I hope not. Maybe it's the love that I still do have in the back of my head for the Jussie that I thought he was. Because reports are saying also the relationship between him and the MAGA attackers was fortified really because of the drugs that he would get for Jussie. He would go out and get him, they call them designer drugs. I guess it's IE, Molly's, Percocet, ecstasy, all that other type of stuff, which I don't know. I ain't never did none of that. So, but I also think that makes a little sense into the backstory is drugs are expensive, and I'm sure he had to give those guys a little scratch on the side for going to get the drugs, then buy the drugs, and then his mind wasn't right high on them drugs. So makes a little sense into the whole backstory, and maybe that's what pushed him to do something so crazy to the left that everybody would never think that Jussie would do. So I don't know. Will he get away with this? Hell no. Something gonna happen to his ass. And I think the longer that he doesn't come clean, the worse off the punishment is gonna be for him. Which is understandable. Don't have everybody sitting there on pins and needles waiting for the next thing, and you still lying. He's still saying that he's innocent, trying to say that the $3,500 check that he wrote. Who the fuck write a check when you're scamming and you're conning? You cash, bitch, cash when you're conning and you're scamming. Who the hell don't know that and I don't con or scam? Ain't no way in hell I'm not gonna do cash. But he's claiming that check was for working out. Possible, but with everything all put together, all the backstory, all of this and all of that, they both been white and they black, like Nigerian at that. So I don't know. I'm just so sad for Mr. Jussie. And it's almost like a death. The Jussie that I knew and loved, and this new lying ass mixed nigga. Man, Jussie. What we gonna do with your ass? But just to recap, I hope he doesn't do any jail time, but I do think he need a good slap on the wrist, a good scare. He gotta pay the gay organization $50,000. He gotta pay an NAACP $50,000 for lying on our asses for a couple more dollars. And I do hope he does get some kind of work, being that he is an actor. I don't want him down at the child line poor and filling out for the welfare and the food stamps, because you know how Donald Trump doing with them food stamps. He may not even get them. He may have to get that box of food. So I don't know, and I feel so bad for Journey. I feel bad for his family who are supporting him as family is supposed to do. They were there at the courthouse. They picked him up when he was released on $100,000 bond, and because that's what you're supposed to do for your family. But it's fucking up their coin, because no matter what they do, the cooking show that the two of the other siblings have, I don't even know their names, but Journey, if Underground was still on, I'd be there. Look at this old line has whole brother slave one. You know, it would not ever get out of my mind, no matter the role. If I see the name Smollett, I'm gonna think about lying ass mixed motherfuckers. So I wish them the best. Love to see how this is gonna play out. Is he gonna do any jail time? How long is it gonna take for him to actually come clean and tell what the hell he was thinking? Say sorry, cry, go down to the church, blame it on the drugs, do something. But I need more than where he's at with it now, and it's still in a victim space, because you ain't no goddamn victim. And that's all I got with this. Jussie, over and out. Chantel the Creator. See you sooner than later.